Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The sun dipped behind the horizon, spilling a golden glow across the hospital garden. Inside, a quiet hum of machines and whispered conversations filled the air, but in room 304, the world seemed to shrink to a single melody. Elena, with her frail hands clutching a violin, drew a deep breath. Her fingers trembled as they hovered over the strings, but the moment she played, the notes danced through the room like fireflies, bright and fleeting. "Beautiful," whispered her friend Tom, perched on the edge of her bed. He had been with her through countless appointments, sleepless nights, and whispered fears. "Every time you play, it feels like the world forgets." Elena smiled, a faint curve on lips that had once laughed freely. Cancer had stolen so much, her hair, her strength, her certainty, but it hadn't stolen her music. Not yet. "You know," she said softly, "people think it's the worst part, losing your body, but it's actually the waiting. The silence before the next test, the ticking clock, the fear that life will just slip away without a warning." Tom nodded, feeling the weight of her words. He had watched countless loved ones face battles he couldn't imagine, but seeing Elena fight, graceful, defiant, was something else entirely. "Do you ever feel hopeless?" he asked carefully. Elena laughed, a small, shaky sound. "Of course, but then I remember this." She lifted her bow, poised above the strings. "Even if the melody is short, it's still mine. And maybe it inspires someone else to play theirs." For a moment, the room was filled with sound, pure, haunting, alive. Each note carried her story. The laughter she had shared, the dreams she had chased, the fear she had swallowed. Tom closed his eyes, feeling it all as if he had lived it himself. As the final note faded, Elena whispered, "Life isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain, even when it hurts, even when it's scary, even when you think you can't." Tom reached out, holding her hand. "You've taught me more than you know," he said, voice breaking. "Not just about courage, about love, about living." Elena squeezed his hand, her eyes glistening. "Then it's not a wasted fight, is it?" "No," he replied, "never wasted." Outside the window, the first stars began to twinkle, tiny points of light in the gathering night, and in that room amid the tubes and monitors and whispered fears, a different kind of light shone, a light born of hope, resilience, and the music that refused to be silenced. Even when life felt unbearably fragile, even when tomorrow was uncertain, Elena had given the world a gift, a reminder that every heartbeat, every note, every fleeting moment mattered, and that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply play your melody, no matter how short, no matter how fragile, and let it echo beyond yourself.